Class 8 Atomic Structure. In this video, we shall learn about the discovery of the various subatomic particles. We know that every matter in this universe is made of elements, and there are 118 elements identified so far. Of these 118 elements, 92 elements occur naturally and 26 are made in laboratory. Some of the elements synthesized in the lab are technetium, promethium, neptunium, plutonium, etc. Each element is made up of the same type of minute particles called atoms that cannot be seen with naked eye. The first scientific theory about the structure of an atom was given by John Dalton. Many scientists like J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, Niels Bohr, Schrödinger have given their theories about the structure of the atom after the discovery of the various subparticles of the atom. Let us see how these subparticles were discovered. Discovery of electrons. In 1875, Sir William Crookes, a British chemist and physicist, noticed certain rays traveling between the two metal electrodes, the cathode and the anode of a discharge tube. These rays are called as Crookes rays or cathode rays. The discharge tube is known as Crookes tube or cathode tube. The picture tube in television sets are cathode ray tubes. The cathode ray tube consists of a long glass tube filled with gas and sealed at both ends. Two metal plates, the electrodes, are connected with high voltage. The electrode connected to positive charge of a battery is the anode. The electrode connected to negative charge is cathode. There is a side tube connected to a pump. The pump is used to reduce the pressure inside the discharge tube. When a high voltage of 10,000 volts is passed between the electrodes with air or gas at atmospheric pressure inside the discharge tube, no electricity flows. But when the pressure is reduced greatly to 0.001 millimeter of mercury, a greenish glow appears on the walls of the discharge tube behind the anode. This showed that some rays that cannot be seen with eyes are coming from the cathode. So they were called cathode rays and later named as electrons. Properties of cathode rays. They travel in a straight line from cathode to anode. They are made of particles that have mass and kinetic energy, that is, the energy due to movement. They get deflected by electric and magnetic field as they are negatively charged. Its nature is not dependent on the gas inside the discharge tube or the type of cathode used. These negatively charged particles were discovered to be the electrons in the atom. In the picture tube of television sets, cathode rays are deflected by the magnetic field generated by electromagnetic coils and made to fall on a screen coated with fluorescent materials. Fluorescent materials emit a visible light when the cathode ray falls on it. Zinc sulfide is used as the fluorescent material. Discovery of proton. The German physicist Goldstein predicted that since the atom is neutrally charged, there must be a positive charge in the atom to neutralize the charge of the electron in them. He repeated the cathode ray experiment with perforated cathode, that is, cathode with holes. On applying a high voltage under low pressure in the cathode ray tube, he found a red glow on the wall behind the cathode. These rays came from the anode, so they were called anode rays or canal rays or positive rays. The anode rays had positively charged particles and they were known as protons. Properties of anode rays. They travel in straight lines. They are made of material particles which possess mass and kinetic energy. They get deflected by electric and magnetic field. They get deflected towards cathode or negatively charged plate, so they consist of positively charged particles. Their property depend on the nature of gas inside the discharge tube. The mass of the anode ray particle is equal to atomic mass of the gas in the discharge tube. Discovery of neutrons. J. Thomson proposed the presence of a neutral particle in an atom. The position of neutron in the atom was not known till Rutherford described the atom model. James Chadwick, Rutherford's student, in 1932 experimented with alpha particles on beryllium. He observed that particles with same mass as protons were emitted and they had no charge. Beryllium 94 plus alpha ray gives carbon 12 6 plus neutron. These particles were called neutrons. They are denoted as N10, which means their mass is 1 and charge is 0. Mass of neutron is equal to 1.676 into 10 power minus 24 grams, that is 1 atomic mass unit. The mass of proton is equal to the mass of neutron, that is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 24 grams. The protons and neutrons are found in the nucleus of an atom and are collectively called as nucleons. The mass of the electron is negligible and it is equal to 9.1 into 10 power minus 28 grams. The protons, electrons and neutrons are called the fundamental subatomic particles in an atom. Some are particles called meson, neutrino, antineutrino, positron, etc. are other subparticles discovered recently. All these discoveries proved Dalton's atomic theory that atoms are indivisible wrong and led to the adoption of the modern atomic theory. Hope you have got a clear understanding of the discoveries of the subatomic particles and the characteristics of these particles. Let us meet in our next video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and click the bell icon.